I disagree with this hot take about personality disorders that has been circulating the internet. So in this post, this therapist is saying I do not support diagnosing traumatized and abused women with personality disorders. And this is just her saying that, but I've seen this from a lot of people. This is another post where she elaborates on that, and she says that basically it's not people having personality disorders, it's trauma and it's other disorders, and you shouldn't have been diagnosed with a personality disorder because it's actually just trauma if you're a woman. You've been misdiagnosed. Now, there is some truth to this. A lot of people who have trauma or other disorders are misdiagnosed with a personality disorder, and it's believed that this happens more to women. But, full stop here, there are also people, including women, who have had trauma or have other mental health issues and do still have a personality disorder. This was the case with me. I have borderline personality disorder and OCD and generalized anxiety and trichotillomania and have struggled through some traumatic events. And I am so glad that I was finally diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, given access to borderline personality disorder resources and treatments, and it's helped me understand why my brain works the way it does and how to live with it so much better. My brain has always worked differently. I've had symptoms of borderline personality disorder from as early as 5 years old. Side note, you would not say that a 5-year-old has a personality disorder. You don't have it at that point, but you can have the increased emotional sensitivity. That is one of the things that later causes a personality disorder to develop. And that's a separate complex issue that I can make another video about or talk more about in the comments, but side note, I didn't have a personality disorder yet, but I was having early indicators. I remember having thought patterns that other people didn't think make sense that I now recognize as traits of borderline personality disorder. And it has been so helpful to me to learn that, because it was agonizing and frustrating not being able to express myself or get help because I and the people around me didn't know why I thought and acted differently. Being told that I was experiencing normal emotions for women, just anxiety, or just reacting to my trauma was, in my case, incorrect and made it a lot harder for me to recover and learn to live with these symptoms because I didn't know what was going on, didn't know what the root cause behind it was, and so it was a lot harder to learn to manage and treat and explain to other people. That said, I understand that being diagnosed with something you don't have, especially something that comes with a lot of stigma and you might experience discrimination from medical providers because of that diagnosis, can be just as damaging as not being diagnosed when you do have a personality disorder. But when people just say, stop diagnosing women with personality disorders because they're often misdiagnosed, they're forgetting or ignoring the fact that personality disorders really do exist, and some people have them and benefit from having that diagnosed and treated. People who really do have a personality disorder also deserve treatment and care. That's why I think that we should advocate for better screening and raise awareness of the instances where misdiagnosis occurs, not discourage people from diagnosing personality disorders at all. Sincerely, a girl with BPD who has done so much growth and is doing so much better now that I realize that I have BPD.